So I just finished wrapping up a video on how our cars were eating our lunch and what we did to reposition ourselves to get ahead financially and be more able to purchase a home or be able to build more wealth for our kids and for our future. I want to elaborate in this video how I plan to make that possible. And I'm going to just discuss with you my proven strategy on how I beat the market time and time again. And if this is your first time here coming to the channel, my name is Kelly Nunez. I'm a local South Florida realtor and financial specialist with 12 years of experience in banking, helping families get ahead financially. And if you want to know the strategies that I've done for me, my family, and those that I serve, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. So over the course of the years, I was in banking and I started putting money in my 401k. I saved it, I set it and forget it. A gentleman had told me, hey, put the equivalent of your Starbucks coffee into the market and allow it to grow over time. Over time, I started seeing the growth. I started seeing my couple $10, $20, $30 turn into thousands of dollars, like $1,000, $2,000. And then over the course of 12 years, it has significantly grown. Now, when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing. I just put it in a target date fund, and that thing grew at the rate that it grew. After a while, I started getting curious in the market. I started seeing the changes, the fluctuations, and I started studying the market. I recently went through a little financial turbulence with my career, and I had to look at my accounts to see how we can better position ourselves. And I realized that the thing that was most consistent in our finances was the growth. And I looked at our stock account and I saw that it said that our growth over the time frame that I started managing it, once I left the bank to the time now, was beating the market. That really felt life-giving. I'm like, wow, my strategy might be something that somebody needs to hear. Now, disclaimer, this is not financial advice. This is exactly what I do personally. If this inspires you, great. If it doesn't, leave it at the door and move on from this video. This is just a proven way that I've seen success over my personal testimony. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different tolerance for things. And this is just serving as content and inspiration from my personal story. So I normally follow the same 80-20 rule that we use in fitness. You know, most of your efforts or most of your output will be reflecting of 80% of what you do and 20% of effort. So 80% should be nutrition, 20% should be actual exercise of your overall efforts per day. And the same thing for stocks. So I normally put 80% on the things that are proven to do good no matter what. So that's S&P 500, Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ. And within them, I try to find the ones that are best correlated with the market. So in a bear market, I'm normally more heavy in like the Dow Jones and consumer goods. In a market, in a cycle of economic growth, I normally go tech heavy because those are the companies doing the innovations and people are willing to invest in. That's my 80%. On the 20, that's where I get a little riskier. That top 20%, I normally invest in companies that are in the top 10 of those indexes. So I'll go a little bit more aggressive on doubling down on those companies. So if we're in a down market, I'll invest heavier in one of the top positions of the Dow Jones, like the Home Depot. And if it were in an uptrend, I'll probably invest in NVIDIA. That is how I would position that top 20% for more growth. So for many of you, this might be like rocket science, but for me, I've already with spending time invested in the market, seeing how these things fluctuate and learning how to protect ourselves and adjust over the different seasons of the market. It has allowed us to get ahead and beat the market time and time again by being invested in the market and doubling down on companies that are doing better on the trend of the market. And the news will let you know whether we're in a bear cycle or we're in a bullish cycle. And just being able to readjust and recalibrate is what will get us ahead financially. And if you need some time to recalibrate, schedule 15 minutes with me today. I'd love to go over your budget, see how we can help you save money, how you can get ahead with credit, your wealth building strategies to see if you're taking advantage of everything that you have available to you. This is Frank Kelly Nunez, your finance specialist and South Florida realtor. See you in the next one.